Good evening. My name is Wifey Panic, and I'm the general manager of Low Budget Wrestling. Last week, Rip, the ladies' man Sexton, insinuated that he deserved to be the next #1 contender to the LBW heavyweight title. I gave him an opportunity to back up his bravado in the ring against Bear Bradford, and he was victorious. Congratulations, Mr. Sexton. But I was watching. I saw you use a steel chair. Now, I'm not sure how you managed to bribe our senior officials to turn a blind eye, but I'll be looking into that. More to the point, I'm a fair woman. So tonight, Mr. Sexton will not only be fighting for his title shot, he'll be fighting for his job. Tonight we'll see the return of one of the original LBW tag teams, American Sausage, where they will take on the Great Prince Awesome and Rowdy Randy Stan. If Mr. Sexton can get past his differences with Big Ham and secure a win, then he will get his one-on-one match with R. Shawn Wells next week on Low Budget Wrestling Saturday night. But if you lose, Mr. Sexton, you'll be suspended instead. You wanted more action? You're going to get it here on Low Budget Wrestling. Brought to you by Team Black Lion. Fight, bleed, win.
Welcome back to Low Budget Wrestling Week 4. Our general manager has set us up with a fantastic tag team contest for our main event, reuniting American Sausage for one night only against Equipo Leon Negro for the future of Rip Sexton. But up first, it looks like our heavyweight champion, the Literary Goliath, R. Shawn Wells, has something to say to the LBW arena. Oh no! This war of words just got escalated to a physical confrontation. Arshawn Wells not taking the taunts from Mr. Handy lying down. But Mr. Handy, the 1 horsepower champion, he backs down from no man. No horse, no man. Not even a Literary Goliath champion. Military press over the head. 560 pounds lifted straight up. Arshawn gets a thumb to the eye. Gets Mr. Handy to drop him. But it's not enough. Mr. Handy tucks that head, wraps that arm, lifting vertical suplex, 560 pounds in the center of the ring. There's over 1,100 pounds of meat in that ring right now, and these two monsters are battling it out. Some harsh words turning into harsher action here in LBW tonight. Mr. Handy, trip. Back, forth, and just raining hard punches in the face of Arshawn Wells. There's no mercy, no slow. There's no safe plays. There's no quarter. Can we get an official out here? Can somebody stop this? Of course not. That's not how we do things here. They're gonna fight. We're gonna let them. They want to fight. We're just gonna let them fight. Hard horse headbutt and shove down again. He's back to the gut, to the spine. So Arshawn Wells, springboard elbow to the spine of Mr. Handy. And finally, Hiro Hamada makes his way to the ring, trying to get these two separated. Trying to get them backed off. And we're going to take a break?
General Manager Wifey Panic claims to do what's best for business, but she's just drunk with power. That's why she's protecting the current alcoholic champion, Arshawn Wells. What's really best for business? Rip Sexton receiving his rightful one-on-one title shot. LBW needs a champion you can admire and respect. A champion like Rip, the ladies' man, Sexton. Paid for by the committee to get Rip Sexton an LBW title shot.
And we're back from the break. Now I'm receiving word from the back that we got word from our general manager that during the break she made this into a falls count anywhere street fight. They want to fight. Our GM is going to let them fight. Before the break, we saw a lot of shared offense between the two. Arshawn Wells called out Mr. Handy, just looking to gain a little respect, just face to face. Wanted to call the man out and just lay out the rules of what it was going to be. Mr. Handy took exception to being treated as a second-class horse citizen and wasn't taking the crap from Arshawn Wells. Arshawn didn't like that and decided to go for the cheap sucker punch, which started this fight in the first place. Eventually, it got broken up. Our GM sent the referee down, and now we got a street fight on our hands. Mr. Handy pulls out a bat. Arshawn takes it back and forth. They're fighting over a bat that's not getting used. So look how small that baseball bat looks in the hands of these two monsters. Like two big pit bulls fighting over a stick. Back and forth they go. This has got to be the dumbest game of tug of war I've ever seen in my life. Just waiting for someone to get the upper hand. Anybody. Anytime you're ready. Come on now. This is what I paid for. Mr. Handy takes it back. And Arshawn sucker punches him in the side of the head. Mr. Handy responds with a knee to the gut. Arshawn gut wrench powerbomb. So the fight stays on the outside of the ring. Those thin protective mats don't do anything to protect you, and neither does a ring post to the face. Arshawn, we've had enough screwing around. Arshawn's looking to deliver some punishment out here. He picks Mr. Handy up. Handy blocks that shot, pays him back with a right to the face. Lifts him up over his head. 560-pound military press down across the face. And Mr. Handy, looking for another weapon, finds a sledgehammer and delivers it to the back. Tries to go for a shot to the knee. Arshawn quick enough to get out of the way, but doesn't escape the shot to the gut. So you gotta take advantage of the fact that it's a street fight. There's no rules. Hiro Hamada's just out here to count the pinfall. He's not breaking up anything. Okay, Mr. Handy, he got the goozle around the throat. He's got the goozle. Going for the choke slam. Arshawn chokes him onto the sledgehammer. To the head of that sledgehammer, made of let me check my notes here. High tensile steel. That doesn't sound right. Might as well have made a mithril and adamantium. But you gotta believe getting chokeslammed on top of it is not gonna do any favors for the back. There, Arshawn dropped on that handsome Literary Goliath face. Mr. Handy stands him up, goes for the super kick, gets a meat hook clothesline in the mouth. Arshawn wraps that knife, dragon sleeper, goes for the suplex. Mr. Handy blocks it, spins him around, vertical suplex out there, and gets those little feet a kicking, caught in the guardrail. There's just too much man and not enough room out there. There's the choke slam again. Handy feeling it. Choke slam on the outside of the ring. Goes for a pin. And no, it's not enough. The first pin in this contest. It's a fight. What turned into a match. And Mr. Handy looking to secure a win over the reigning LBW Heavyweight Champion. So they met in a triple threat contest, including Rip Sexton. Rip has been making claims that he should have been the rightful winner of that match because it shouldn't have been a triple threat. Mr. Handy also looking to assert that claim in a one-on-one. Facebuster goes for the horse facebuster. 2. And Mr. Handy has pinned the champion. I am in stunned disbelief here, folks. Our LBW Heavyweight Champion picked a fight with Mr. Handy, and it cost him a victory. He called out the 1 horsepower, the 1 horsepower tower. The human horse hybrid Mr. Handy has come to play. Drops him with a choke slam, uses the horse facebuster outside the ring, and it gets a solid 3 count that Arshawn Wells cannot answer. Mr. Handy is the winner, and I don't know what to say here. This has to factor into the conversation about who's going to be the next #1 contender. Is it going to be Rip Sexton? Is it going to be Mr. Handy? And let's keep that energy going with our second contest tonight. The mouth from down south, Jeremiah Fenwick, taking on E.T. Hunter, our federal agent and noted normal human. As he makes his way to the ring, Jeremiah Fenwick. We've had a lot to talk about with Jeremiah Fenwick. He's a noted evangelical preacher. He is a man of dubious morals and means. But if there's one thing you can't deny, he is a fantastic athlete. We've only got to see him a few times here in the LBW arena, so he's not really well known. He's still trying to carve out a place for himself in the entirety of the company, trying to find a home for the Church of Good Fellows. But really, his congregation is growing week by week. Every week you see him. He comes out here with the lantern and the rocking chair, and you see the lights in the arena. They flicker, the little ghost flies. And you gotta believe people are starting to get behind this man. He's charismatic. He's influential. He's clearly evil. But I seem to be the only person that notices that. And you know what? That's cool. He may have all the rest of you snowed, but I see what's going on here. Jeremiah Fenwick is going to use that charming personality. He's going to worm his way into the hearts and minds of the LBW arena. And you're going to wind up as him the champion. And you're going to have no one to blame but yourselves when your pockets are empty and you're all wearing bathrobes and sandals with suits. Now, it's up to stand-up fellas like this normal human right here, E.T. Hunter, our federal agent sent here to monitor our visitor from outer space, Ukulele the Wanderer. Now, I don't have a whole lot of information about the G-Man, but I do know that E.T. Hunter is a respectable, normal human. He hails us from Roswell, New Mexico, the most normal, respectable town that a normal human can come from. He's sunglasses enthusiast. As I said, my stat sheet on him, it's a little light, so I'm kind of trying to spitball a few things to let you guys know he is on the level. E.T. Hunter, good guy. Wears a nice, long, beige jacket. Nice beige and yellow, polka dotted tie. Because, he's all about the fun. He's fun. Government work can be fun. He has teamed before with Joel the Mailman Bacon in a tag team, Los Federales. Because, federal agents got to stick together. They're on the same pay. They get the same paydays. They got their outside work outside of LBW. Their actual daytime jobs keep them busy. They come to get the fights out at LBW. So, get that aggression out. Because we don't want our federal employees taking that aggression out where it shouldn't be. But E.T. Hunter, stand-up guy. Look at him. Look at that face. That is the face of a man with a mustache. Yes, it is. That is absolutely the face of a normal human. Normal human with a mustache. And sunglasses. And a tie. All right. Here we go. Jeremiah, the mouth from down south Fenwick. Take it on E.T. Hunter. Which, of course, stands for Ethan Turner Hunter. Normal name. E.T. Hunter taking a break. Rolls right outside the ring. He's got something to say. Wagging that finger. Jeremiah Fenwick socks him in the gut. Hooks him up. T-bone suplex right out there on the floor. Those mats are paper thin, by the way. Like I said, we don't waste a lot of money on protecting the ground from our competitors here in LBW. Stiff uppercut from E.T. Hunter. I gotta take this crap. So Jeremiah Fenwick, shot to the gut. Cradle, swings around, face breaker right into the knee. So sits him up on one leg, just to pound him back down with the right hand. I want to point out, this is not false count anywhere. This isn't like our first match of the night that got turned into a street fight. They're supposed to be battling this out in the ring. You see the referee is making the count, and they get back inside the ring. E.T. Hunter gets shoved down. That is 6'6", by Jeremiah Fenwick. Weighs in an impressive 6'6", 600 pounds. He doesn't look it. Apparently he's a big eater. Thick guy. The left hand of stone must weigh pretty heavy on him. He uses some of that power to smash that right arm of E.T. Hunter into the ground. E.T. reverse clothesline. Good meat hook clothesline to the chin. Brings the big man down. You gotta put him at the end of those size 11 wingtips. E.T. Hunter employing some of that normal guy offense. Irish whip off the ropes. Brings him back. Misses the elbow chop. But lands the backhanded elbow the other direction. Brain chop. Chest chop. Brain chop. Brain chop. Chest chop. Throat chop. So many chops. Do a butcher chop in here. E.T. going to the top rope. What's he thinking? Thinking better about it. And he got something to say. Very, very talkative tonight. He's just willing Jeremiah Fenwick to take that high crossbody off the top rope. Lands directly across the chest. Does not go for the cover. Unfortunately, giving Fenwick the chance to get his feet back under him, making a mistake. Takes that sandal to the front of the chest. And the running senton. So Jeremiah Fenwick using that incredulously heavy body as a weapon. Drops a big running senton. Drops that huge knee to the lower back. Hoists the man up by his belt buckle. Gets that arm twisted and gets that arm twisted, countered. Back elbow. Irish whip off the rope, throws him right outside of the ring. Tosses him out of the ring like a piece of garbage. E.T. might have twisted that knee on the fall. No time to think about it. Too busy getting kicked right in that leg. That left knee might be in trouble. It's a front face lock. Jeremiah Fenwick hooks him up with the suplex on the mats outside. Taking a praise break for the fans here. He was stomped in the face. Those everyday average government issued sunglasses getting kicked into the head of E.T. Hunter. And he makes it back in the ring before the referee's count to 10. So Jeremiah Fenwick hooks him up with a T-bone again, gets it countered into a head and arm takeover suplex. So E.T. Hunter. E.T. Hunter's got a little something. Oh, puts him right down with the hard brain chop to the pompadour. Chest chop, brain chop. Off the ropes, brain chop. So, you would think a guy named E.T. Hunter, big into the chopping, almost like he's inspecting something or doing a little bit of that examination with the chopper. I don't know where I'm going with this. But Jeremiah Fenwick lets him get to his feet and catches a DDT for his hubris. You should have stayed. You should have kept your foot on the pedal there, pal. So Fenwick feeling it. E.T. Hunter counters it. Backdrop counter. So there you go. And tries to slow the pace. I say E.T. Hunter slowing the pace down. He's gripping the bottom of that chin, twisting the top of that pompadour, just lifting that sideways. Very slow down the big man. Oh, he's got a little bit of time to taunt. Might be feeling it. Kick to the gut. Yanks him in. Might be looking for the tiptoe powerbomb. And he nails it. Center of the ring. Is that going to be enough for E.T. Hunter to score the win tonight? Oh, Jeremiah Fenwick gets that left hand to stone off the mat. Good kick out, long too though. See if he can recover. Fenwick, snapmare takeover, kick to the back of the shoulder, just across the back of the spine. And then one to the lower back. E.T. going up the top rope. Now the last time he taunted him to his feet. Let's see if he takes the opportunity while he's down. He does, flying elbow right to the gut. And instead of going for the cover, he rolls out of the ring to think about it. You got to get his thoughts together. He's covering his face. I mean, you figure out what you're doing, man. You got your guy. He's down in there. You're just doing nothing. You're doing nothing while the referee just counts at you. What are you doing? You're giving Fenwick an opportunity to get to his feet. This is going to... There's no way this doesn't cost E.T. Hunter further on down the match. So you give Jeremiah... You nail a big move, and then you give Fenwick a chance to get back in there. We saw the same thing happen with Buck Cashman. The same exact mistake. Jeremiah Fenwick, he's so charismatic. I don't know, it's like he convinces his opponents that they can't beat him before they even get in there. They start to get an advantage, and he convinces them that they need to ease off for a second. How does he do it? Is it because he's clearly evil? So even now, E.T. Hunter should be applying pressure. So yeah, there you go. So now he's actually doing what he's supposed to do. Look at this. He's got the hand on the shoulder. He's applying the grip to the trapezius muscle, taking some power away. But the left hand of stone pushes his way back up. Hard shot to the gut. Hard shot to the chin. Jawbreaker counter. Drop kick misses. Left hand and right-handed uppercut. And an arm drag takeover. Quick counter. E.T. staying in it. Goes for the chop. Gets punched in the jaw. It's not pretty. It's turned into a slugfest in there. Cradle. Not the face. The face. Immediately down across the chin and chest. Oh no. Jeremiah Fenwick is feeling it. He's feeling it. There's that backwards crab walk. We are in trouble. I say we. I mean E.T. Hunter. Grab him. Swing him. Kiss him goodbye. A swinging DDT. Drag that limp body to the center of the ring. This is going to be the end of the night for E.T. Hunter. And I am made a liar again. Jeremiah Fenwick can't believe it. He's got time to argue with our official Hiro Hamada about the veracity of the 3 count. He needs to stay on this. He's got the advantage. Just kick to the stomach. Wake him back up. Hit him with something else. Just twisting that chin. Got the hand right across the normal everyday hair of E.T. Hunter. It's a hard kick to the stomach, picking his man back up. Jeremiah Fenwick raises that big leg. It's like getting hit with a coffee table leg. So Fenwick rolls his man over, gets him by the foot. Smashes that elbow down across the leg, down across the previously injured left leg of E.T. Hunter. Focusing his attack now on the kneecap. Remember, in the early part of this match, E.T. Hunter was thrown outside the ring, landed right on that leg, got up holding it. So Jeremiah Fenwick may be changing tactics here. You know, if you can't knock the air out of the guy with a surprise, maybe you wear him down, but it might not matter. Tiptoe powerbomb coming up. He's got him up. Wingtips are moving. Fenwick down, center of the ring. And it's too little too late for Jeremiah Fenwick. E.T. Hunter is your victor. Let's take a look at some of these people, some of these highlights. Here's the first attempt at the tiptoe powerbomb. It wasn't quite enough to put away Jeremiah Fenwick the first time he tried it. But a couple of quick counters, the arm drag kip over. Went for a quick cover there. You see, the idea behind going for these quick covers is you're forcing your opponent to expend the energy to kick out of them. It takes a lot of gas to throw a 200-pound man off you. Even more here, we see E.T. Hunter have to recover from the swinging DDT. Has to kick out of that, but it is able to muster the strength to counter with a second tiptoe powerbomb to hold the mouth from down south. Jeremiah Fenwick down for the 3 count. E.T. Hunter is your winner. And he celebrates in the ring as any normal human is wont to do. Your government official, he's checking your taxes, he's getting your faxes, he's making sure that you are safe in your bed tonight. Strong words from Joe Bacon. Let's hope our champion was paying attention. Thanks for hanging in there for us. We have made it to our main event of the evening. It is going to be a tag team contest set up by our general manager between Equipo León Negro and the returning American Sausage, Rip Sexton and Big Ham. Equipo León Negro is comprised of the great Prince Awesome and his Lucha Libre protege, Rowdy Randy Stan. Now, we've seen them come to blows in the past, but they're also a tremendous tag team when they're together. It's more of a it's a student-teacher relationship. It's not so much a professional rivalry yet. You gotta believe that the great Prince Awesome doesn't see Rowdy Randy Stan as a threat yet, but he probably will. I get the feeling Rowdy Randy Stan isn't going to be content to live in his mentor's shadow for too much longer. They didn't meet in the LBW title tournament, but they would have. If their matches had gone differently, they actually asked to be placed in the top and bottom brackets. to keep them as far away from each other as possible because they had planned to meet in the finals. It didn't shake out that way for either competitor. They were both actually eliminated by Arshawn Wells. So Arshawn, he had the Luchador's number. But let's also talk about the return of American Sausage, one of our premier tag teams here in LBW. Now, they broke up right before LBW got its television deal. So this is the first time that our TV audience is going to get to see Big Ham work with Rip, the ladies' man Sexton, in the team that made them both famous. Now, the discussion was, it's a lot of Rip talking about like, oh, he's the man, he wants to be a single star, Big Ham's holding him back. But, you gotta believe he must have sat down, talked to Big Ham, like, look, I need this, brother, I need this tonight. If I win this match, if we win this match, I get to go on and get a heavyweight title opportunity. Now, I don't know what he might have promised Big Ham to get him to agree to this, but clearly Big Ham was on board. They are back together. They're coming out together. They didn't do separate entrances. They came out as the team of American Sausage. And Great Prince Awesome sprints across the ring with a takedown, laying those right hands right in. Now you got to believe the Luchadors understand that they are the smaller, quicker team, and they've got to use that quickness to their advantage. If they let Big Ham get fired up, they're going to be in trouble. That man is a powerhouse. He's a Great Prince Awesome. It's a head and arm takedown, locks the knee, drilling right to his face, and drops the elbow right to the spine. Keep the big man on the ground. They're all the same size when they're laying on their face. It's a Big Ham, elbow to the gut. Drags Prince Awesome out. Gets him right over the shoulder breaker power bomb. See, all it takes is a momentary gap, and Big Ham's laying that hard offensive leather in. Side kick to the gut. Irish whip off the ropes, whips it through the referee. Hiro Hamada takes a little bump, but gets back on his feet. It's a Big Ham, boot to the head, gets Prince Awesome off and crushes him into his own corner. Normally, in a tag team contest, you want to stay out of the opposing corner. But Big Ham has no such qualms. He leaves Prince Awesome laying to go and make the tag to Rip, the ladies' man Sexton. So Rip, Prince Awesome, they've had the differences in the past, but they haven't really come to blows lately. So this could be the change on that. Rip knows he needs to get by both of these competitors to secure his title shot and make sure he doesn't get himself suspended. He's got a lot on the line here. Rowdy Randy Stan with a leaping back elbow as he plants it squarely in the mustache of Rip Sexton. Ramahi Straw cradle on the arm, pulls it back, yanks that arm, damaging both the left and the right arms at the same time. That is some inventive offense from Rowdy Randy Stan, a rookie from Hollywood, California. It's a Rip, quick tag out to Big Ham. It's an American Sausage keeping Randy Stan between the two of them. Randy, whip to the rope. Rip is dazed. Whips Big Ham into the corner too. Waits too long. He took too long to decide what he wanted to do. Big Ham took advantage. Hooks him over the suplex, tosses him into the top turnbuckle, smash those feet. It's a short landing. It doesn't seem like a lot, but throwing a guy into the corner so his feet don't get a chance to go over his head, it drops the guy square on the top of his noggin. Randy Stan, while Rip drops off the apron, doesn't want to take the tag, Big Ham is confused. Randy Stan takes the opportunity, goes for a quick cover. He throws his man off. Might be a little bit of miscommunication on the part of American Sausage. Rip not ready to get back in the ring yet. Big Ham, solid shot to the gut. Randy Stan counters. Hurricanrana, beautiful takeover. Ooh, diving tope con hilo, misses. Big Ham counter kick to the chest. He's looking for that tag again. Rip gives it to him this time. Is that Rip ready to come into the ring? Randy Stan waiting on him. Rip Irish whip in the corner. Hard whip. Snaps him right down. Rip picked him up by his face. Hard kick to the shoulder again. Just laying those size 12s into him. And he tries to kick to the shoulder again. Misses wildly. Randy, go behind. Rip fights him off with the back elbows. Spins him around. Irish whip off the ropes into the corner. Hooks him up. Sits his man on the top rope. There's no good coming from this. Looking for a high back body drop off the top rope. How much did it take out of both men? Randy Stannis, he's out. Rip doing the smart thing, going for the cover. This could end it. And Randy Stannis not going to go down that easy. 2 count only. Ooh. Back elbow count into the gut. And an Enziguri takeover. So Randy Stan looking to get out of there. Tags in Prince Awesome. But he keeps the pressure on Rip. Accidental contact. I think Prince Awesome might be selling that a little hard. He's looking for a fake injury. Trying to fake out a referee. Maybe think something happened. Runs Rip past him, snatches him as he goes past for a high angle German suplex. Dragging Rip across the ring by his face. Roll him over for the cover. Let's see if we can get a 3 count here. Big Ham doesn't seem concerned. He's trying to get his partner to get over and make the tag, but doesn't feel the need to jump in there. Prince Awesome, stiff clothesline, knocks Rip Sexton out of the ring. And jumps over the top rope, doesn't go for the leg drop. But he's got Rip on the outside. Shoulder block. Now see, look, Prince Awesome is in dangerous territory right here. He's on the wrong side of the ring, out of the view of his partner. He blocks the suplex, counters it onto the hard mat down there. But you gotta look, Big Ham isn't jumping down to join in this fight. You gotta wonder, is there still some animosity about from a couple of minutes ago when Rip decided not to take the tag? Maybe Big Ham's making him fend for himself. He's here to keep the match going, but maybe he's not gonna step in on Rip's behalf just yet. So Prince Awesome, kick to the gut. Lifts him up, brainbuster to brainbuster in the center of the ring. Rip might be out of it. It's an Irish whip into the corner. Oh, that's a bad part of town. Good, some double team offense right here. Randy Stan on his shoulders. Rolls through, cannonball. Great Prince Awesome lands the frog splash. Randy Stan flying moonsault halfway across the ring. A thing of absolute beauty. That's going to be it. And Big Ham sees a problem he knows the problem when he sees it. Runs in to break that cover up. Randy Stan made it to the top rope. Flying elbow drop. Nails Rip Sexton. Rip doesn't know where he is. Doesn't know what day it is. Randy Stan, we've seen this before. Randy Stan. Single. Double. Rolls those hips. Does not release the hold. 1, 2, 3 amigos. That's a patented signature move from his hero, Eddie Guerrero. The 3 amigos suplexes. Usually it's a setup for the frog splash out of the corner. But Rip, he would get that knee up and try to break the impending streak before Randy Stan could really get fired up. He's got a little bit to say to the crowd. Really, he needs to get back in this thing. Rip Sexton has taken a lot of offense. Needs to get to his partner. Needs to get to the other side of the ring. But he finds himself caught again. And it looks like they're going for the sequence again, just the other way. Randy Stan nails the frog splash. He's sending Prince Awesome to the top rope. Trades in the half ring moonsault. No, Rip, what are you doing? Tag your partner. Big Ham saves the day again. American Sausage staying in this thing. Rip Sexton, he's just too proud to get out of the ring. Or he's too dazed. It's one of the two. He's proud or dazed. He's glazed. Those eyes glazing over. That helmet hair has not protected him from Prince Awesome. And again, he fends him off. Hits him with the high knee to the chest. Last time he did that, he went and taunted instead of saving the man. This time, nails the deep 6. Looking for a quick cover. It's not enough. Prince Awesome not nearly as hurt as Rip might think he is. The deep 6 isn't going to do it. Rip his man into the corner. Rip trying to do this thing all on his own. He's got something to prove. Just staring down the great Prince Awesome. Hangs him. He's looking to hang him up in the tree of woe. Snake eyes across the top rope instead. Hard kick to the gut. And that face strings Prince Awesome across the middle rope. Then yanks him down to drive a knee into the throat of Prince Awesome. So Rip got a lot to prove here. He's not really making use of the fact that this is a tag team contest. He's looking to do it all on his own. And that bravado might come back to bite him. He's in there against two of our best tag team specialists. And they're really showing what that tag team work can do. Again, another double team from Equipo Leon Negro. Double back body drop. Using their speed. Randy Stan. Prince Awesome still in the ring. He hasn't even gotten out yet. What? He's already in the ring. Prince Awesome cuts off Big Ham. 2, 3, and that's it. Rip Sexton has been pinned. That's it. By ruling of our general manager, Rip Sexton is suspended. I can't believe it. Look at all this offense he took. The high back body drop off the top rope to Randy Stan. Barely makes it to his feet. He tries to convert it into a cover, and it didn't work. That was a long 2 count. So the high German suplex from the middle of the ring, threw him into the corner. Prince Awesome laying the heavy leather early. Drags Rip across his face. This match was a showcase of what bravado can do when it backfires on you. Rip Sexton had this thing in the bag. He had his partner watching his back, and he chose to try to take on Equipo Leon Negro basically by himself. You can see the shame on Big Ham's face as his partner gets nailed with the half-ring moonsault for the second time that match. And when he goes to actually save him, Great Prince Awesome is right there to cut him off because he just didn't have anything left in the tank. Equipo Leon Negro is your winner. Rip Sexton suspended. Big Ham is pretty much let this happen. He wasn't even a factor in this matchup. Like, Rip tried to do it all himself, and it cost him. What is this going to do? How is this going to set us up for next week? What does our general manager have to say about this? You got to believe she's happy. But really, here's your winners, and we'll see you next week.